What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Market Thoughts. This is where I'm just giving my thoughts week to week, more for myself to kind of track my progress as I go through the market. But if you guys find benefit in this, please by all means take it. This is more just my thoughts, not financial advice. So cool. As we go through it, we're checking Bitcoin and gold. Gold's kind of holding on this weekly candle here, but I did like this candle. Thought it was going to go more than it did, kind of stalling at this 4K mark. I'm not going to change my plan much with gold here. Bitcoin tanking, continuing to tank, but bouncing off of this 100 MA on the weekly. And then I'm watching this daily trend line here from the top down. If it breaks this, that's kind of where I think it's going to continue on up. There has been some sentiment that it could continue down. Bitcoin tends to drop 60 to 70% in the past here. Let's actually just look at that real quick. Info lines so from the top to the bottom here, dropping 74%. From here, top here, down, dropping another 76% in the last recession. From the top from here to here, another 74%. So it has a tendency to drop 70%. So if that tends to happen from this all-time high here, get this down maybe to that 30 to 40K mark. If that does, I'm just going to keep adding in, so I'm not worried about that at all. But we'll see if how market sentiment is bouncing off this 100 MA line. Continuing on, SPY at all-time highs, but starting to drop back down towards this 650 line, kind of looking for a bounce. Going to see how the market reacts. It broke this bullish channel right here, see if it bounces off this 100 MA to continue up. If it breaks down, we're looking to add around hopefully this 200 MA, maybe the 600 line is kind of where I'm looking to add right around here. Continuing on, NVIDIA is at highs, not really worried about it. Not again, this one bouncing off that 100 MA, so this week's going to be a big week. There's market sentiment, seeing what happens, but I hope that this continues down so I can add in more. Microsoft, same thing. I'm looking for this trend line break. This is already at that 200 MA line, so if it breaks, test continues on, I will add into Microsoft there in those lead positions. I'm also just doing lead positions now and not anything else. Apple actually holding really well, nothing to talk about there. Google holding really well, nothing to talk about there. Amazon coming down. I can't find a trend line on this quite yet, but bouncing off this 200 MA line. We'll see how that goes. And then Costco watching this line, bouncing off this weekly 100 MA line there. So hopefully if it can break this line, I'll get in long positions here as we continue. Cool. And the only other thing is Meta. I took it off the list that I'm watching. This actually might have been a bad exit here at this low, but I just wasn't worried about Meta anymore. I think it's a good company. I think it definitely has the potential to bounce off this 100 MA and continue up, but I think I'm just worrying about these now, and that's my big case here. Cool. If you like this, please give the video a like. But again, this is more for me to just track my progress. So appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all next week.